Welcome everyone. Welcome all who are already in channel. I see you. Yeah, I just totally stole like Pex and whoever all else's thing. Damn it, it wasn't even on purpose. I just see you. I just saw you. I see you. How else do you say it? I see Mr. Lightfooter. I believe he's probably already gone. Headed off to bed. But thank you. Thank you for stopping in just to say hello. I do the drive-by, the hit and run, hi-bye thing quite a bit myself, so I understand. Thanks anyways. Thanks for the show of support. Looks like we have Beer Bong Jin and Sigtrick also lurking. Raygun, welcome. So, I don't even remember where I am in game. I think I zoned out last night in the middle of a group dungeon. Basically what has happened is I have over-leveled to the point where I really need to start going back and doing some of the actual quests and dungeons, fulfilling some of the, you know, actually playing the game. So, I'm a vet 2, I think, right now, in the middle of a group dungeon that is somewhere around level mid-30s. So it's pretty much one-shot time. But that's fun. To me, you'll be bored as heck. But to me, I love being able to one-shot things and not die. But right now I'm waiting on, it looks like I have one last boss to come up. So I'm just kind of waiting. And then hopefully we'll kill this sucker and get out of here. It's one of those deals where I have the level, but I don't have the skill points. Yahu! Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jin. Thanks for coming out. I'm not sure if you and Sig were maybe going to do something later tonight. I saw Pex streaming earlier, and he was mentioning something about GTA 5, possibly. And by all means, that is so fun to watch you guys play. So, if my setup will handle it, I might even watch you guys while still streaming. So we'll see how that goes. And yes, I just accidentally dropped Devouring Swarm. After the boss was dead. Good thing this isn't live, though. It's not live. It's not. Pretty sure it's not live. Not live yet. Oh, it is? It is live. It is live. I meant to do that. Generally speaking, I don't need ultimates. I just don't. I feel that they're an unfair advantage. You will see some misclicks, as I am still semi getting used to the new mouse.
No.
I did not go with the Naga. I went with the G600. Thank you. Thank you for the host, Siggy. Thank you so much. And it appears as though my Twitch alerts are even working. Always a good thing. Yes, this is me watching my own stream. There it is. So I've been having some health issues of late. We all know I only stream about once a month anyways. But it's been even a little more delayed due to having some issues. I've been having some breathing issues. Tests came back okay, but still, especially on any kind of exertion, which doesn't happen very often, I get really short of breath. The heart and everything checked out fine, though. So, if you see this make an appearance on the stream, it is because I am failing to breathe. Gosh, who is that sexy hand model? My goodness. Gosh. I would totally bone him. No homo. Now I just stole Deltia and Mav's thing.
No.
It's okay, though.
Don't tell me he's dead. Osby, I'll swear my own oath.
So since I am on the Templar tonight, I'm actually hoping, aside from the fact that I am horrendously over-leveled for what I'm probably going to be doing, I can block cast with this guy. So I'm finding great success with basically just spamming the block, rolling in there, spamming my AoE, sucking the life force from their corpses.
Where are you, Osgrick? You can't hide forever.
And I'm gonna try and just sneak out. It's probably not. Nope, not gonna work. I'm already done. Don't you know? I already killed the last boss. Ray is gonna make food. She will be back in 10. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm already... Yeah, I already got that boss. Alright. Man, I'm just not going to be able to sneak through here, am I? Nope. That's pitiful. Oh, okay, he reset. That's good. I just won out, folks. Don't kill me as I run away. That's just wrong. I don't know if it's possible. I'm going to say no. That it is not possible to contract diseases over an internet connection. Pretty sure VoIP stands for Voice over Internet Protocol, not Virus over Internet Protocol. But I swear there for a while earlier this week, I had some of the same chest congestion stuff going on as Rez and I guess Peck, and I don't even know. It seems like a lot of folks, a lot of streamers have been sick of late, so I will attempt to mute if I feel a cough coming on, but sometimes I don't quite catch it in time, so I apologize. I'm reading the Nugget Nation chat in-game right now, and I guess that the VR grind is still a thing. Everybody's going to be like Vet 14, and here I am still at Vet 2. That's okay. But I do see, it looks like Mav is ready to toss her computer out the window, so... understandable, I think. Alright, I think that was actually the last thing I really needed to do in this zone. I know Alec here, I have a lot of stuff still to do. It looks like Bankurai as well. Yes, I said Bankurai. Yes, I did. If I remember correctly, I think Alakir is actually before Bankurai. I think in the order that they expect you to go through. So I don't know, for some reason I find it, I don't want to say boring, but it's not a favorite area of mine, but I think we'll head there anyways. So I'm just kind of, as you see, really just trying to catch my character up, but I am not opposed to abandoning that boring stuff and doing something else. If anybody has any suggestions or anything they'd like to see, I will say I tried Vet PvP very briefly last night. And as any of us who have ever been to a Vet PvP server knows, it's about 95% Vet 14s, and a Vet 2 coming in is pretty much just fresh meat. It was not pretty at all. So the discrepancy there is much farther than even, let's say, a level 10 to a level 49 in the non-vet. So you probably will not see that tonight. And I did already, unfortunately, I already completed excuse me, the Molag Ball fight, so that would have been great to stream, but alas. I saw that coming. I honestly thought I would survive it. Didn't think it was that far. Ah, that's right. This guy's inside. I remember now. 11 minutes. Yes, I had you on timer. And that's a fail. That is a fail. But Yahu's reviews is all about failing. Failing in-game, failing in life. So you fit right in. Fit right in.
Someone who's... Damn. Poor bastard. No. I do. That I do not know.
Yes, yes. Again, we are speeding through a bit. One moment here. Check something. Yes, it looks like, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong as I'm getting killed in the background. I believe Uptown and Sinister, I'm going to assume that's how you pronounce that. I don't think I've seen you guys around, so welcome. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, fantastic. If you're not, I'm an idiot. Either way, welcome. I feel as though Ray should be a mod, but I believe she pretty much mods every channel on Twitch already. I might need confirmation on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So I don't really want to do that. Like Sig and Beer Bong, I didn't even ask. I was just like, here's your green sword. I have no problem putting them to work. But I actually kind of like Ray. So I don't think I want to do that to you. I mean, beating back the hordes of viewers here, that can be a daunting task. Hopped over from Sigs. Getting ready for the PS4 launch. Yeah, I have both, Xbox One and PS4, and I know it's getting late. The hour is way late, but I still have not decided which way to really go. I am actually still contemplating possibly picking up both, and that would be a lot. PC will probably always be my main. The add-ons are something that I have come to depend upon. But I do think I will have fun on a console, at least as a... I'm going to view it almost as like an escape from the seriousness of PC. Like, I would be more relaxed with it for me. I would be... you know what I would be? I would be sitting in a lazy boy recliner. Oh, wait. Okay, so maybe it doesn't get any more lazy or relaxed than what I'm already doing. I might have to rethink this whole thing. No, I'm about 90% sure I'll go PS4. If nothing else, that seems to be the one that everybody I know is doing. There are a handful, I guess, going Xbox. But I've heard rumors and read an article or two online that I guess PS4 is what they're actually kind of designing for with the console, so probably not a bad idea to just go ahead and go that way. Uh-oh. Well, you know, I was actually also, and I mentioned this in my first official stream, and I'm surprised I wasn't taken offline already. I was actually playing with a controller on PC, and I'm pretty sure that's actually illegal in all 50 states, and possibly certain other parts of the world as well. So I am at least now officially tied down to the mouse and keyboard. I'm officially not a slob. Totally. Just a partial slob. Speaking of which, the whole keyboard and mouse thing, in this week's segment of Blame Deltia, I have redone some keybinds, including the dodge roll and some things of that nature. I've also taken a few new morphs of abilities, and I keep trying to use Solar Barrage. I would always, on my Templar, I would always throw down the stand sickle, right? And I would jump right into there, because it's also doing like a dot, right? It's a damage over time. So I would jump right in there, and then the first one I would spam would be, oh goodness, I don't even remember. What was it? The opposite morph of Dark Flare. I don't even remember what it was called. I think it was Solar Barrage. And then I would start firing up the Elemental Ring. But since this build is now primarily geared towards PvP, I took the Dark Flare morph at Deltia's recommendation, and it now actually has a cast time, so you'll see me jump in and just kind of like be standing there for a moment, and that is why. It is because I am hitting the wrong button. I am so trained to do that. So I'm trying to remember to just jump into my dot and start spamming Elemental Ring right away, but again, I can't say it enough times. This stream is about failure, so messing up one more thing probably isn't even all that noticeable. I did also pick up Vampire, another PvP recommendation. My grind of late has been mostly in getting that to level 10. Not even so much getting the tune up in vet ranks, but until you have all of the passives unlocked on Vampire, it's pretty rough. So but we've got the Devouring Swarm morph now, as well as pretty much everything in the passives, especially Darkstalker, Unnatural Resistance, and there's one more. Yes, Undeath. Basically the last three, naturally the hardest to get, right? Those are going to really help you to not pretty much insta-die, especially to flame. That's another thing. I used to have Repentance and Breath of Life on the opposite bars, so I always used to have to swap bar, hit Repentance, then swap back. And I'm still wanting to do that from time to time. The urge is very real. Check the old journal. I don't know. Oh, I do still have a few. Okay. Ritual location. Close enough.
Now.
Eating pizza. Ray is eating pizza, but still here. That's fine. We're not really... This is a bit of a relaxed... I really had no intention of streaming this weekend, but it has been so long, and I'm feeling somewhat better, so I felt it was important. But yeah, I mean, we're just kind of goofing off mostly. This is not intense. There is no great amounts of chat or anything to really keep up with. But I do definitely appreciate you hanging out. Sorry about that. Had to check. I had what I thought was going to be an important email come through, but wasn't even the one I was waiting on, so... Well... I would have thought that disrupting the ritual is what we just did. Okay. Sinister says, I really hope this launch goes smooth. Then if they're smart, give PC a DLC 30-day before, before they release on Xbox and PS4. I have no inside knowledge on any of this, so totally take this with a grain of salt, but I would be shocked if any new content for PC came out prior to console launch. As far as the launch of consoles, I believe, again, you know, who am I? But I believe it will go well. I think it's been long enough in the making, and by all accounts, from everything that I saw and everything that I have heard from those who were in on the console beta, it already seems to be better, I guess. We'll just go with a generic better than what a lot of people would have thought for a beta. So I believe it's going to go well. I believe that ZOS genuinely is putting their best foot forward with it, as is evidenced, again, in my opinion, by the fact that PC hasn't really gotten much love of late. I really believe that they are in full-on console mode, and I'm hoping, even if I buy it for console and never play it, I'm still hoping very much that it goes well, and that bunches and bunches of people on console find their new favorite game. I genuinely mean that, so I am right with you. I hope it goes well as well. Well as well. Okay, I'm lost here, clearly. Disrupt the ritual. I could have sworn it must be in a different area entirely. Let's go wider. Okay. Ah, yes. No? That's another quest. Well, we're just gonna ride towards the map marker on the compass. Whoa. Okay. Now, why is that not actually on my map? I'm gonna need verification here, folks. Oh, why are you being stupid? Map. See, it won't even let me look. Ah, okay, yes, there is. It is the world's smallest circle. I am zoomed in all the way, and I can barely see that. But yes, that is the map marker to disrupt the ritual. Good. I would have seen that.
You will die, and then rise again to serve me.
I know me and 11 people from League in DCUO, sad game, are going to ESO, and by the, yeah, a heck of a lot of people are headed to ESO. That's good to hear. I guess you'll hear different opinions. I know people just within the PC, when the game, for all intents and purposes, dropped its mandatory sub, you heard several things. You heard, you know, people were like, great, the more the merrier, and then you heard others that were like, I don't know, it's gonna put a, you know, a hit on the server, and, you know, the mega server, and all of that sort of thing. And I certainly am seeing more bodies flying around through the world. As far as lag and things like that, I'm not sure. They've been dropping patches weekly, and so I'm not sure. I have noticed a little bit less stability. I've been actually having client crashes the past week or so, but that probably doesn't have anything to do with an influx of players. I wouldn't even really hazard a guess. But I'm hoping, I'm not sure how it's going to work either, with having to go through kind of Xbox Live or, you know, PSN, and then having the mega server thing from ZOS that everybody's logged into. I'm not sure how that extra layer is going to work in there, but again, can't say it enough. Hopefully it goes great. The game, from what I've seen, looks great. The controls seem intuitive on the control pad, and yeah, hopefully the server and everything, you know, that whole situation is going to work. And I'm just having flashbacks. I think every time I've had a game that was online, like for example, oh goodness, the latest Assassin's Creed, I got it, I pre-ordered it, went to fire it up that night. Naturally, there was already an update, and PSN was down. So there is always that possibility, but hopefully not. Hopefully console goes great. Raygun, which faction is this? Ray, I am in DC. I am on the DC side of things. I am leveling a character. I'm currently at VR2, and it looks as though everybody in the Nugget Nation is already going to be at VR14 by the time our first Big Boy PvP event happens, and I will probably still be at VR2. But that's okay. I'll get owned. Alakir Desert, yes. I am man enough to admit, I did some grinding. I actually met up with some random in-world. His or her name, character name, was Tuna Sandwich. We were grinding the same mobs. I think it was the giant snakes somewhere in EP. They were all around vet level 5. We were vet level, well, I was vet level 1. And yeah, basically I've been on the grind. I've been grinding mobs. I haven't been questing or fulfilling any of this stuff. And as we all know, when you do that, yes, you get the rank, you level up, but you don't get any skill points. And with picking up Vampire and needing all of those skill points for all of the passives, whatever it was, 10 or 11 skill points just right there, I'm hurting for the skill points. So that's the pain of over-leveling. We all know it. At least I assume. If you have never grinded in-game, yes, in-game, you did some grinding. In-game grinding. Because we're celibate here at yahoosreviews.com. In-game grinding. Grinding with a partner in-game. No, that still didn't sound right either. Grinding. There's got to be a better word for this. Unnaturally leveling your character. Doing things that ZOS does not support. Such as going out and grouping up mobs and killing them for XP, so as to advance your level without actually playing the game. That only took 10 minutes to say, but it was nicer than grinding. Level humping. Thank you. No, that does not help. Up, down, 5. Thank you for hanging out, but no, that does not help the situation. That does not help the situation either. Level humping. So yes, I met up with an individual, just a random, and we were killing snakes. I actually took a few screenshots because at one point, I swear, I am not joking, I will get it on the website sooner or later. There were at least 50 dead corpses, snake corpses, all around us. AoE grinding, indeed. That's the name of the game. That's why I love my Templar. I just spam that elemental ring, and stuff just dies. I just stand there, I block cast that thing all day long. Tuna Sandwich even asked me, how do you take no damage? How your bar is still 100%. And I thought it was a thing. I thought everybody knew, you know, when you're a Magicka build, to basically just hold down block the whole time that you're casting, right? Block casting. I thought that was known, but apparently not. He was like a VR5, and I'm thinking, oh yay, I get to share knowledge with someone who should be my superior. It made me feel big. So hopefully, you know, I believe I changed his or her life. I changed their gaming life. They said they would practice. I'm not sure what practice really needs to be done in just simply holding down the right mouse button. And they were still dying. Well, not fully, you know, but I was having to breath of life them a time or two. So they apparently weren't practicing all that well, but that's okay. I'm not quite ready to behead the king and all of that stuff yet, or whatever that one is, Rise of the Dead. Talk to the watch captain, the docks. Okay. And now it's also weird, I see today Advanced UI, or AUI, actually had an update today. And now, I swear, my mini-map, which now comes through AUI, they're having map markers on there that aren't on my main map. Oh, see, now it is there. Talk to Watch Captain. Okay. Delayed reaction? I don't know. Wasting mobs for level gains. That is perfect. Laying mob carpeting. I wasn't going to read that one because I thought maybe that was something dirty. But I think I see where you were going with that. It wasn't. I am with you now, I think. Laying mob carpeting. I am assuming that means we're stacking the bodies up so high that it's almost as if it is a layer of carpeting. It took my mind a while to get there, but I believe that is what you meant, and if that is also good. AUI, yes, you think that AUI marks all quests and not just focused ones. Now, Ray, I am not certain on that. I think my last stream, I don't remember if it was Siggy or Jin, but one of the two, possibly even both at the same time, because as we know, I think they're actually Siamese twins. I think that they actually position themselves on camera. That's why, like, their Sig just doesn't use a camera, right? But Jin, if you've noticed, it's like the camera ends right at his right shoulder. I think that's why. I think that they're conjoined in some way. But they were actually mentioning, because I was having issues last stream as well with map markers, and I also run destinations. And I know I changed something in there, and it made it a little better, but it's still a little funky, so. One of these days, I will get my complete add-on situation 100% straightened out, but I would have to stop adding new things on an almost weekly basis.
Return to the sea. The docks will soon smell of dead fish again.
I'm glad I was able to help.
I am too.
Now give me my gauntlets of the raw gada.
Though I am relieved the docks are clear.
And let me out of here. Hey, my inventory wasn't full. Nice.
Most people here deem them to be sacred law. Not these dark. Most people here deem them to be sacred.
Yeah, I actually thought my add-on situation was done. And when AUI came out and I saw it, I don't remember whose stream I saw it on first, but it was like... So... I fought it, I resisted downloading it for about a week, and then said, no, this thing is too... It actually replaces many other mods that I was running. So beta or not, I went for it, and... So far, I am very glad that I did. The day you get them set, says Sinister, is the next day they will update, and this is true. This is true. There have been times that I have actually considered not updating, but it's always one of those situations where there actually has been something not quite acting right, and so you've been thinking to yourself, boy, I can't wait for an update, right? So you can't not update. See, exactly. Ray, yes. I love it. Took care of 3 to 5 of my other mods. See, exactly. I'm not huge on having, 50 mods installed. I'm not sure where I'm even at right now. I'd have to fire up Minion, and I don't want to do that to you guys, but I'm probably still over 20. But I am definitely one of those, the fewer the better. So, But yeah, right away I was able to get rid of Minimap, and I also just went ahead and got rid of Wykkyd's HUD. I had the full Wykkyd's framework installed, and I loved it. But I've heard different things. There's been some going back and forth. The gentleman who does Wykkyd's, I guess, is no longer going to do it. Supposedly he already has someone lined up to take it over, but you know, that always makes me a little nervous regardless. The new person might be a genius, or they might be, you know, they might be the me of modding or add-on making, and in which case it's going down hard, right? I mean, so I've gone away from the framework. I'm now only using what I consider the essentials out of Wykkyd's. And I'm hoping that AUI even branches out a bit more. That might also be somewhat scary. It's kind of like a monopoly on mods. Alright, King, we're coming for you. There is no more delay. Is this the one where you have to actually dress up in the worker's costume and the whole deal to sneak in? Or am I drunk again? I'm probably drunk again. But I know that's actually one of the things I'm not a huge fan of in the Alakir is all of that type of stuff, having to set braziers on fire to lure people away from locked boxes, and having to put on costumes and sneak into things. It's like the Mav Show. Welcome. I think this is going to become my tagline. You guys can vote ups or down. But I feel as though, welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews live streaming. I feel that should be how I greet everybody who comes through the door. In that, like, slight bit of radio voice as well. That one actually went up a little bit, and usually I try to drop down. I try to take it down a notch when I do the radio voice. But that one went up for some reason, and I kind of liked it, so I think maybe we'll stick with it. But just tell me what you think of the line. Forget the voice, tell me what you think of the line. Welcome to the mediocrity that is Yahu's Reviews. Mediocre. Mediocre. I am mediocre. And see, the thing is, if by some chance, thank you, Raygun, for the amazeballs in all capitalization, all capitals, amazeballs. If in fact that is the case, and I simply sell myself short, I think that actually makes it even more funny. If it were ever funny to begin with. Mediawesome. That might be... I could see that. It's kind of like... I'm the ambiguous streamer. It's like... I think he's funny. I think I like his stream, but I'm not sure. Mediawesome. Meaty... That could also work. And I don't think I've ever heard it before. I think you might have just made that word up. So we might even patent that or trademark it. Mediawesome TM. I'll think about it. I will sleep on it. I will let you know. My people will get back with your people.
Hail.
Up, down, 5. See, I think, again, I think that you are new here. And if so, you are already a contributor. I like that. People who are givers and not takers. I have the feeling that I am going the wrong way. I believe I should be still in the city. So we will pull a U-turn. And as I am actually running short on cotton, I am going to stop and I am going to pick the crap out of that cotton. There will be no race jokes. Cotton picking. That's not happening here. We do not support that. The Shadow, Night Sky XX. Welcome. Welcome. Raygun is getting ganked. Stop typing in caps. Whoa. Nightbot. Take that, you dirty rat. That fits in with the GTA 5 streaming of late, I think. That is very gangster. That is very 40s, 50s-ish, gangster-ish, 30s, 40s, you know, Tommy gun, stick 'em up. That actually makes me respect Nightbot a little bit more, but the fact that he did it just because you were typing in all caps is a bit ridiculous. I do indeed apologize. I apologized last stream. I do so again. I must edit some of his settings. I apologize. Batman is taken out by Nightbot. Batman's arch nemesis. See, I mentioned last time that the stream isn't...
With all respect, Your Majesty.
It isn't good enough yet. It isn't where,
You should have heeded.
For me to have, like, a really good bot that does cool things, like bring people beer and stuff like that.
I meant no disrespect, Your Majesty. Only
Nightbot I pretty much just threw in here because I think when I Googled for Twitch bot or Twitch chat bot, whatever it is that I even put in there, Nightbot was naturally the first one that came up, so I said, okay. But I see even ESO, even ZeniMax Online does not use Nightbot. I think they're using MooBot. So when even the people who are big enough to not care, you would think they're just throwing something in there. When even they aren't using it, that's probably a pretty good indicator that it's not very good.
Welcome to
So
Sentinel Wayfarer. If you've come about the docks, rest assured, necromancers, practitioners
see,
of the
exactly.
most vile
Beer
magic,
over here. I could go
undoubtedly.
for a beer myself.
Then your visit is yes. General Foder's
But I am
is
your
quite a
designated
tale.
driver on
I
this
cannot do
eve.
it justice now.
Sit back,
But
relax.
the battle against Satura was the most difficult
Or
of
sit
my
back
life.
and don't relax.
Both in military, the Ashaba.
Sit back and drink.
Yes.
Sit back and
They
do
uphold the covenant with the divine.
whatever you want to do,
As long as
because
it's
I will
quite
get
a
you home
tale.
safely.
The Ashaba. I have not called. It is not an ancient Yokuden, of course. You see, the culture.
MoveBot, no. MooBot, as in like a cow. The cow goes moo. MooBot. I don't know what the deal is with that either. I don't know if they're having like 20 years ago Gateway computers with the cowbox flashbacks, or if it's called MooBot for some other reason. I do not know, but when I hear or read MooBot, I certainly think of cows. So you were already lost. Well, I am always... I guess I shouldn't say always lost. I am always bordering on confusion. But I do have a GPS in the car, so I will totally get everybody home safely. I promise. I don't have to know where I'm going. GPS. This is totally 2015. In real life, I live that way. I just get in the car and go. Sinister73, thank you very much for the follow. Heartfelt. That's not just indigestion. That's the real deal. Thank you for the follow. Okay, it's partially indigestion, but somewhere in there as well. Night Sky doesn't want to go home. Well, you know, as the saying goes, at some point tonight, I don't know when it'll be. I think we started it at 10, perhaps a few minutes later, so I don't know exactly when it'll be. But at some point, 2 hours, 3, 4 hours in, some point, the stream will end. And at that point, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. So, hotel, you know. Yahu. Man, I hate... Pex is the only one I have heard say this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yahu, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, when did you start streaming? My friend, and I do not know how to pronounce your name, I'm going to go with Togra. Togra. Teogra. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I have actually been streaming for close to a month and a half now. However, this is only my second official stream. I've had some health issues, I've had some things going on, and have literally had about like 2 to 3 weeks in between streams. So I apologize. I know it must happen more often. Believe me, I have people that I know, love, and trust telling me this. They're not even telling me it in my stream. They're like private messaging me. They're sending me in-game messages and things of that sort. And they're like, you know, I love you, but I gotta say, you need to do this more often if you want to be any kind of serious about it at all. And I agree. You know, believe me, it's not a schedule I am enjoying. I am hoping very much as summer approaches, my health seems to get a little better. When temperatures warm up, the old clunky bones here seem to react a little better to certain things. A little warmer weather, a little nicer weather. The pollens in the air, as far as the allergies and things, seem to come down a notch. And I function a little better. So I'm hoping, I cannot make promises, but I am hoping very, very much that as summer approaches, that yahoo'sreviews.com will be coming at you all, dare I say, 2 to 3 nights a week. I don't know how even I would handle that, but I just threw it out there. Again, no promises, but Night Sky says, I sound like one of them wise guys. I am not sure if that is good or bad. I'm going to go with good, because you could have said something like, I sound like one of the Muppets. Probably wouldn't have been good. Or I sound like one of the, if anybody remembers back this far, one of the voiceovers from like My Little Pony or something. I don't know what today's equivalent to that would be. My Little Pony, anybody? Anybody? Even Dora the Explorer is gone by now, so basically a little girl. You could have said I sound like a little girl, and you did not, so I am going to assume that wise guy is okay. I think I will accept that. There is a slight bit of Italian. I am a mongrel. My mother's side of the family is primarily Hungarian. My father's side is primarily Scots-Irish. But Italian totally did marry in a few generations back. So, you know, I may make you an offer that you cannot refuse. I don't know. It could be a thing, probably not. That might have been a little too low for the mic to pick up. I don't know. Is Dora still going? Is she? Dora the Explorer? Anyone?
Then one day the king came to meet his
Raygun seems to think that she's still alive and kicking. So
was when Satura ordered their corpses to attack. I tried to train him.
Night Sky, if you are not pulling my leg, I indeed appreciate it. Seriously, genuinely, I have actually I'm actually slightly under the weather, so I am a slight bit of more hoarse than usual. But this is about usual. You know, a few who were here last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever my last stream was, you know, they would probably be able to attest that this is about normal for me. So if you are serious and not just trolling, I appreciate it. I have actually thrown my hat into the ring for some Skyrim mod voiceover work in the past. I was given the green light on one called Hunting in Skyrim, but the mod author, his exact words were he wanted to get the mod more finalized before, you know, working in lines. He still hadn't set exactly what he wanted characters to say, so I'm hoping that will still happen. I'm hoping that will still be a thing. I'm hoping he makes me like a big burly. I want to be one of the workers in the hunting guild. If you haven't played it, if you haven't done it, nexusmods.com, look up, I believe it's called Hunting in Skyrim. There are a few different ones, but if you play Skyrim at all, look it up. It's definitely still in what I would call beta. It works. I haven't had it break my game or anything, but It's one of those where all of the NPCs you interact with have no voice, so you're just reading lines on the screen. It's very boring in that aspect, but it does add some cool things to the game. A bit more realism with actually having the game animals and things that you hunt in-game actually be worth doing. It gives you better prices on pelts and game meat and things of that sort, so I love it. I use it in conjunction with it's I forget what it's called now, but it's basically a weather mod, but so much more. It adds the actual need to clothe yourself heavily when you're in colder environments. I cannot remember the name of this mod. Frostfall. That game adds so much immersion and realism to Skyrim, it is sick. And I run hunting in Skyrim with it because basically at that point you are literally having to hunt for food to survive. You need the furs or pelts to make the cloaks and things like that to keep yourself warm. It makes it, to me, it's almost like a different game. I love it. And since I play Skyrim almost exclusively with a bow and arrow as my primary weapon, you know, I just derp around and hunt things and fish, and it's awesome. So check it out if you haven't. And maybe one day, this voice will be greeting you in one of the guilds, the hunting guilds, selling you stuff, buying your furs. I don't know. Now Ray informs me that Dora has been gone 9 years. Thank you. Thank you for trolling me. I thought we were tight. I thought we were. Prince Azza, I am going to say I am going to the wrong thing. Let me check my map. No? Okay. Night Sky. My voice is lame. Well, I have not heard your voice that I am aware of, so I cannot speak to that. But I have a funny feeling that it's probably not. And I say that because as I hit M instead of H, improper horse dismount. I say that because I find that almost everybody I know, myself included, does not like their voice when they hear it.
I should have tried to stop them. I'm sorry. So sorry. It was a nightmare. These savage men burst into the Seraglio.
So I can almost guarantee, even if you sound like Freddy Krueger or something,
please.
It's not as bad as what you think it is. It's not as bad as what you hear it as. So, know this. Togra, can't stand the sound of my own voice, but people tell me they like it. I think it's the New York accent. See, I will... There is one amongst us. Let me just verify this. I thought that I saw Beer Bong in here. Beer Bong Jin, another caster, or streamer, if you will, who's also a mod of my channel. There are those, and I won't name names, there are those who have made fun of his slight accent, and I personally love it. I think it adds character. It's not so thick
It was
that
a
it's
nightmare.
like,
These savage men burst into the
what is he even saying? You know, like it's a foreign accent or something that you can't even make out.
Which I failed. I should have followed them out into the street.
But it's just, you can definitely tell something is going on there. Mr. Pectacular, first of all, you donated to my stream last time. I mean, I think, I pray, I hope that my scroll is working in the lower right. Should be somewhere down around there. And so all 2 people who have donated, you are one of them. Your name is totally getting insane, you know, playtime, right? I mean, it's like, it's been there almost all night. So how does one donate but never have followed? Or did you unfollow and refollow just to get your name up there? Jin is a new... See, I don't, you know... Sig is throwing down what's... Sig, I knew you were here. At least I thought. I thought I saw you in. I believe. I'm almost positive I welcomed you. And I didn't even know that you were... Are you streaming GTA 5? And if so, who? Because I didn't see it. Because I was about 50-50. I really needed to get this in. I needed to get this stream in. But seriously, I would have probably... Not streaming. Okay. This makes me feel better. I genuinely do not like streaming when people that I know are streaming. Like I thought when I went live, there were at least 2 pretty popular streamers going right now, and it's not that I don't care. I mean, I actually like them. I'm subscribed to the one. Actually, I think I'm subscribed to both, now that I think about it. So I totally like them. I totally support them, but they're not my peeps, you know? Like you guys. You know, I try never to miss your streams, so I try not to stream while you're streaming. Pex, no, this thing is a piece of junk. It unfollowed you because I've been following you for a while. I'm going to let that slide. I'm not sure if that can actually be a thing, but I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You've been sick, and I do know Twitch does do some funny things from time to time when you don't show it love for a while. So, I mean, you haven't been around for about a week. Maybe even a little longer. Oh, lore book. Or Mage's Guild book. Mage's Guild book, even better. I would love to get Meteor unlocked. I think we're at level 7 now. Up, down 5. I'd trust Peck, you know? I lean that way as well.
Prince, someone help. They took him.
Peck has been good to me.
They went that way.
He has been a friend.
They took the prince down the path. Hurry!
Twitch unfollowing is definitely a thing. See, now I have it on confirmation. I'm not saying that I trust Raygun even more than I trust Peck. But she doesn't really have a vested interest in lying on his behalf. So it's confirmation. Why did I just mount again instead of interacting?
I tried, but they got me with their evil.
And you know what's happening? I will just throw this out there as well. This will likely fall under the category of too much information, TMI. But I am finding thanks to the drink, my throat is not getting dry. But my lips. And this is why I will probably never have a cut screen that brings me, you know, boom, like the whole... That will probably never happen here. And I think it is because my lips are so dry. They feel like they're ready to fall off. If I were to zoom in, if I were to lean closer, I think you would actually be able to see. Let me... Yes, there is actual dry skin. You would see the snake scales if we went full screen. So that I'm gonna have to ask, because we've got a buttload of streamers in here at this time. How do you guys combat that? Is it a thing where I just simply talk too much? Because I already kind of know that. But if there is something, if there is a trick, when I worked in television still, preparation H under the eyes to shrink the bags if you were sleep deprived, or like Pex, just simply sick. Like, I don't know if anybody saw his stream a little earlier, but he had a little bit of the bags, a little bit of the black, and you know, I didn't say that. I did not just say that. I said, you look sleep deprived, because I tried to be nice about it. But I totally could have said, damn, dude, it looks like somebody punched you, because the under eye black is real. I didn't go there, because I'm a nice guy. But, you know, preparation H under the eyes, you know, before you go on camera was totally a real thing. So if there's something, if there's anything, if there's Vaseline on the lips, you know, I would think that would wear off, though. But if there's anything that is not a troll, I am all ears, or eyes, as you will be typing it at me. I think these folks are just grinding mobs, so I'm just going to leave them to it. I'm not a big fan. I know there's actually even some controversy, I guess. Can kills really be stolen in ESO? Or does everybody in some kind of crazy kumbaya way get credit when multiple people beat on mobs? I am of the belief that kills and XP absolutely can be stolen. Or at least you get less unless you are officially grouped up. So I will just leave them. I will leave them to their fun. Draven9119, first of all, welcome, because I don't recall welcoming you. But they write, what's funny is I've never even seen Yahu stream, but I've been following for quite some time. Night Sky is a troll. I already knew this of you. I know that your favorite thing in life, and it might even be in real life, I am not sure, you can confirm or deny, but I do believe your favorite thing, at least that I am aware of, is watching Miss Biz, another streamer, die. I'm pretty sure that that is you I am thinking of. It's like your thing. It brings you joy. And that's fine. I'm not going to... I'm not going to tell you that that's wrong, or that should not be a thing. It's your thing, and If she's okay with it, I'm okay with it. I followed because you were in one of Peck's and or Mav's streams. Well, certainly, thank you. And I am a poor streamer. They are even in here. So I should have been throwing out, you know, watch this person's stream. But I believe that I am safe in assuming that absolutely everyone here at this time is already watching Mav and Jin and Sig and Pex. If there is anyone here who has never heard of any of those names that I have just mentioned, raise a hand, give a little, you know, a little triangle up or something in the chat, and I will totally, because I don't have my bot set up to do that automatically, I will stop and I will type them out for you. But I really have a feeling that absolutely everyone in here already knows, supports, and loves them, as I do, so... But if not, by all means, let me know, and I will totally throw out some links. Throw up some links? Throw up? Throw out some links, I think. I've never seen Yahu stream, but he already knows me. I do. I see your name around. I'm not a stalker, I swear. I do not know where you live. But I do know you. I know you from... I have admired you from afar. Pex, you fibbed. You were supposed to be resting. I will take issue with that. And he's already got you handled. Mr. Pectacular says, I told you I would be back for GTA. This is precisely what I was just going to say. He said he was going to knock out for a while, but that he would be back later for GTA. And in fact, does anybody know... Oh, here we go. It is 11:30. I started at 10. I may, if he or anybody else feels up to it, because I don't know how long they've even been doing the GTA thing, but if any of you knuckleheads would like to stream GTA, the tail end of GTA, that's probably not an appropriate thing to say given the content in that game. But if any of you would like to stream, let me know.
They took him?
Because I feel as though midnight would be a decent time for me to end anyways. We're only about a half an hour away. And I'm kind of clearly lost. I'm not finding where I'm going. The game is actually trolling me now, so... I thought I was already down here. Watch Yahu die. Watch him die. Nope. Because I am pretty pro at falling off of stuff on stream. I don't do it when I'm just playing. But I am good for at least one fall death every stream. If you weren't here earlier, I believe it was within the first half hour of going live. We started off in typical Yahu fashion. I don't know why I'm even bothering with the stun, because these guys clearly... I'm so over-leveled, I don't really need to... I don't need to bother with that.
I don't recognize you. Ah,
Don't wish to seem ungrateful. Undoubtedly, they're...
Ah!
Let's head south. There's a ladder leading up into the city.
Night Sky says ESO is better. I don't know. I haven't played GTA 5, so this comment is probably out from, you know, it's probably invalid anyways, but I think game for game, from what I have seen, you are probably correct. ESO is better. However, if you or anyone here, I believe you have, but if you or anyone here has not seen Sig, Beerbong, Mav, and Pex, and a lot of times there's also someone like Jezzy Bell will be in there. I don't know if Angel has been in game with them, but for sure the Fantastic Four, the Fabulous Four, Jin, Sig, Mav, and Pex. If you have not seen the calamity that is those four playing GTA 5 together, I don't think the makers of Grand Theft Auto 5 had that in mind when they made the game. I don't think they expected their game mechanics to be used in quite the way that they are. But if you haven't seen it, it is a sight to behold. I sit here, I thank the good Lord that I don't have GTA 5, because I would probably be really tempted to beg them to let me play with them, and you would hear nothing but laughter from my mic the whole night. I would have to mute myself, because I totally... there's nothing else to say than that. The stuff that they do, it is totally beyond Three Stooges. It is Four Stooges. Night Sky, but I want to watch Yahu stream. I thank you very much. Again, knowing you as I do, that is about a 50-50% chance. That's a 50-50 right down the middle. Troll. But on the off chance that you are legitimately, you know, showing me love, I thank you. I myself would rather watch their stream than my stream. I would rather watch them stream GTA 5 than my own stream. But that's just me, so we'll keep it up. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I asked them. I gave them the opportunity. And I'm not seeing a darn thing. I don't think anyone is streaming it. I won't because of 6. So there you go. Pex is not going to stream it. So that's now 1 out of 4. So if it becomes a thing that they aren't, they're just not gonna, then we'll keep going. It is a 50-50 troll. It is. I know you too well. And I haven't even been in Miss Biz's stream for a while. Her Twitch alerts or whatever it is that sends out the actual email when you go live on Twitch, they just flat out weren't working for her, I'm going to say for over a week. And I realized she was just on vacation this past week, so she wouldn't have been streaming. I get that. I'm talking before then. This was probably about 3 weeks ago. I thought she either was having technical difficulties, had retired from streaming, or perhaps this actually entered my mind as well. Because I have a tendency to chat about as much as I talk, I thought that there was a chance that she had found a way to block those emails from going out to just me. So you guys were all still partying, and it was just, don't tell Yahu. Don't tell Yahu. We're not here. If he comes by the house, turn the lights off. Turn them off. Everybody be quiet. I thought maybe that was a thing. And then all of a sudden they started working again, and I actually told her, I went into her stream and I said, man, this is like the first time you've streamed in forever, and she gave me the stink eye and was like, what the heck are you talking about? And I told her, and I guess a couple other people confirmed, so I was released from,
I should have seen this coming. Please.
Being shunned.
Tell me you found Princess Ah.
The biz shun, but so apparently that is also a thing, where Twitch can get retarded in other ways as well.
Vault. When you reach the Mages Guild, of course, or perhaps our priests perform the consecration ritual at funerals. It would be
But so anyways, yes, even though I haven't been in Miss Biz's channel for some time, partially due to Twitch, partially due to her vacation, or whatever it was, her time away. I remember. I remember you completely. I think I've seen you in a few others as well. I think I've seen you in Deltia's. Pretty sure. You tend to be more mellow there, though. I don't know if it's because the crowd is larger. Fail. Fail. Hey, it looks like a Mages Guild quest is up. Let me just double check. Yes, it is actually here in Alakir. So, Draven will be right back. We will be waiting with bated breath. Oh no, he is back. Or she. But Draven, I believe you are a dude. If you are not a dude, if you are a dudette, I apologize. I am not attempting to pin parts on you that do not exist. I am not going there. Pin the thing on the Draven? That is not a thing. That is not a thing in this channel.
It's a fine day for staying.
Equipped with genitalia of the male variety. Thank you. That was even phrased in a Yahu's reviews friendly manner. Equipped with genitalia of the male variety. I like it. You and I, Draven. Totally. And that's a, that doesn't happen. Ask people who know. There's a hover stage that occurs before the full-on fist bumpage. And you totally bypassed that. You are in. You are in the Yahud. I'm just throwing it out there. I got nothing. I think I'm just going to call people Yahoos. We're all Yahoos. Look at these Yahoos over here. Look at these crazy Yahoos. Over here. What? I think that's going to be... And I'm the chief Yahoo. I am chief amongst them. EP, I have tunes in all three. My highest in EP is level 16. My highest in AD right now is also only a level 16. I've done a little deleting. I'm not going to lie. I've done a little deleting because I have gone pretty much all in on DC. And that is where I am at right now. Yes, I am a VR2 doing this crap, but that is only because I bypassed it. I got up to around level 47, 48, and I just went into a grind. I had already kind of been skipping content, but right now what you are watching is basically me clearing out content that I had skipped. Sorry, Zoss. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. I believe this will be the first time I've actually spoken it live. It's mostly been typed out. I love this game. I am exclusively streaming ESO. Not only at this time, but for the foreseeable future. So all of those other games that you see when you scroll down, if somebody has a request, somebody I like has a request, I may consider dropping in something other than ESO for you. But at this time, ESO is my main, and it is all I plan to be streaming for as long as I can stream. But in spite of that, loving the game, and I know people who will say, well, I really like this faction's storyline, but I'm not too keen on this other faction's. I like them all. They all, to me, offer something. I really like the world for AD, and I know Sig is already giving me the stink eye on that, and a few other people who hate, you know, the elves living in trees thing, but to me that is a fantastical world that I can obviously not relate to, but it is an escape. It is, to me, that's fantastic. So I like all of the factions, but DC is happening, and happening hard right now due to a guild that we are probably all familiar with, the Nugget Nation. So at this time I have two DC tunes going. One is VR3, one is VR2. Probably would have been smarter just to get one to VR14, but I wasn't in love with my Nightblade. Thank you for the follow, Iceman, I believe that was. Thank you.
Are you joking?
Thank you indeed for watching. Thank you for tuning in on your Saturday night when there are other streamers going.
Let's try this.
Now that I've just said that, you're probably going to leave. But thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Draven, plus being the only true kind-hearted race, all the while, being cannibals and living in... See, that's the thing. They're not just trees. They're migratory trees. Stream keeps crashing, Ray says. It has not done so here. But by all means, if anything's going funky, you know, spam that stuff in chat for me. Draven loves their new Bosmer. You know, I have not rolled a Bosmer. I currently have, let me see, a Breton, a Khajiit, a High Elf, 2 Imperials, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I have 2 others, because I have 7 characters right now, and the Imperial is the only one I have 2 of that I can recall. I know at least one from every faction. So the Breton is from DC, in DC. The Khajiit is, from AD, in AD, and the Dark Elf. Yes, I do actually have 2 Dark Elves. So that's all I have. I have 1 Dark Elf actually in EP, and then all of the rest are in DC. I have a Dark Elf Dragon Knight in DC, totally a ripoff of Deltia's Laceration build. My Breton, I really haven't done much with him yet. He is a Nightblade, but I'm really not sure. I think I'm going to go Magicka with him. I have a little bit of a different thing in mind with him, though, so he probably will not be a direct theft of Deltia's Umbra build, but let's face it, Magicka Nightblade isn't a very common thing, so that's what people will think it is, and that's fine. I would like to see some more variety of Khajiit, maybe in elsewhere. Depending on their moon cycle, they can look completely different, including mammoth-sized sabers and even Mer-looking. That's actually, I have not heard that suggestion, Draven. They're definitely, I am of the mindset or the belief. I think I'm going to the wrong place, by the way. I think I've already done this. It might have been recently on another tune. I think I'm already done with Ivea. But this being an MMO, I really think, and just launching on consoles here very soon too, I think we're going to see lots of stuff that, we weren't expecting or whatever. Cyprex. First of all, I didn't see you come in, so thanks for being here, thanks for hanging out. I will type that because you don't have sound. Hey Cyprex, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Welcome to the stream that is Yahu. It is a thing. It is a noun and a verb. Do you Yahu? Wait, that might get me sued. Did Yahu, as in the website, the other website, have they ever done that? Is that close to a thing? If that is, I'm totally gonna bleep that out on the Twitch Rewind. Which is a thing also, for anybody who is unfamiliar. Yahoo's Reviews is an actual website, yahoosreviews.com. Yahoo's Reviews, spelled just like you see it. It's fairly new. It's a new project. I've done other things. I've done YouTube for a while, but this project is new. This project just began 3 months ago. And I won't go into the details, but so the site, when you go, it lacks a bit. It could use some more content. I like to write articles as well, and I've been slacking. I've had some stuff. So I've just had some stuff. And streaming certainly doesn't, right now, I'm actually, this is a little bit of downtime for me, so I would probably be doing that or uploading screenshots to the website right now if I weren't streaming. So I think streaming and hanging out and interacting with all of you, though, I know this is going to sound, but I'm serious when I say streaming and hanging out with all of you is more fun than any of that. So, here I am, here you are, here we all are. Used to work for GameNet, frequently asked questions as a reviewer, but the domain was bought in 2006. And that's actually, yeah, I don't think, there's nothing going on there, right? Like, it was just bought out, and somebody is just using it as like a pointer. They're now just using it to point to their domain just to get the hits, right? And if I'm not completely mistaken, which is always sad, but some weird site that I don't remember. Now it is some weird site that I don't recommend clicking on exactly. I've actually had one of my previous projects that actually used to get more than 1 click a day. I've had several of those type of scammers email me and be like, we'd like to buy your domain. And when I ask what their plans for it are, that's when I never hear back. So, yep, all about the clicks. We will look at your analytics. If you seem to have a somewhat popular website that is no longer in use, we will buy that shit and we will forward it on to our bullcrap. Close to, yeah. Spread amongst, wow, close to 80,000. Spread basically 13 ways. Well, I can't blame you. Okay, why did I even come in here? Hang on. Are we doing a thing here? We're not doing a thing here. Collect flame stock, collect... Yeah, we already did this, so no, we're not. I thought that I was coming in here wrong, and it was wrong. Or is it? Help me, I'm lost. I am totally lost. I had a quest that said talk to Velast, right?
I'll be fine soon.
And I don't happen to see it anymore, but... Alright. I'm supposedly supposed to be still doing things with Prince Azar. And I came to Ivea.
Bright moons hang above
I was just checking in, making sure things were still good. There is one favor I will ask of all of you who are here. How does my audio seem? And the reason I ask is because I live in a little bit of an older home that has had some additions done. We did a lot of work on it too. We added a huge bathroom and all kinds of stuff. And apparently the previous owners, for reasons that are unintelligible, unimaginable, unsomething, uncool, they apparently thought that running duct work to the new additions was lame. They thought ductwork, heat in the winter, cold in the summer, pfft, who needs that? We're just going to build shit, and we're going to have no way to heat or cool it. We don't care. So that's what they did. And we're in a situation now where we actually put the new bathroom and the new computer room in the new addition, the newer addition, because it was frankly nicer construction, a little bit easier to deal with. So normally, I'm near Pittsburgh, and normally at this time of year, we're nowhere near 80 degrees, but it has been 85 degrees the past 3 days. Pretty much, you might as well just say this whole week has been... Can I do this? Can I say that? It has been ball-sweatingly hot. Draven says audio is perfect. Thank you. Crystal clear to Togra as well. Thank you. But the reason I am asking, though, is because due to the construction and the way stuff is working, and with as ridiculously hot as it is, I actually just have a window air conditioner unit in this particular room. Because it is just that hot. And we just really don't want to go through having walls ripped into again and all of that sort of thing to bring ductwork in for the central air conditioning and all of that to happen. So it is humming away. It is loud as hell to me. But if you're saying you can't hear it, I have apparently... I played around with some microphone settings. I tried to kind of sample it a bit and make it not be a thing for you guys, and apparently mission accomplished. So thank you. Oh yes, I remember this. This is the dude who has the lizard.
Oh, you must be
that he calls Monkey.
Yes, he is adorably large, isn't he? Afraid I spoil him. Only the best bugs are good enough for my monkey. He's quite smart, aren't you, Monkey? Yes, it has to start somewhere. Monkeys are terrific. Everyone loves monkeys. And if I can't have a monkey...
how big is your house? To be honest with you, I do not know the square footage. I can tell you the kitchen is luxuriously large. It has also a separate dining room. We do not have a separate living and family room. It's all just one. We just call it the living room / entertainment area. It has a couch, a love seat, and 2 full huge recliners in it, plus the entertainment system. Let's see, 3-bedroom, only 1 bath though, and then the office / computer room. So, you know, I dig it. The staircase actually has a landing halfway up that I wanted to see. See, the computer room is right on the other side of the wall of that landing, and what I wanted to do was make it all one thing, so that you could be, you know, on the computer, right, and actually overlooking the downstairs, like out over the staircase landing, because the front door is right there, just a little bit out from the bottom of the staircase. So I thought that would be totally cool to be able to actually see when the pizza man is arriving. Right, I'm on the computer, I'm in ESO or whatever, you know, I'm in the middle of a stream, but, you know, the pizza man arrives, so sorry, I'm totally putting this on, you know, be right back screen, because I got pizza. But I was actually vetoed in that. I thought it was brilliant. But I was vetoed, so... Kippa the Clown. I haven't really seen you around, but welcome. Welcome to the stream. Maybe let me know what it was you were trying to post. And if it's legit, I'll give you a moment to do so.
You must be Monkey. Yes, he is adorably large, isn't he? Afraid I spoil him.
All right, back to it.
I bet you can take care of yourself without any help.
Cost in an older home, yeah, tell me about it. The insulation of the walls is definitely not the greatest, as in there is none in the older portion. The newer stuff were okay, but the older portion we actually had the option to go with some blow-in insulation, but we were scared to do so. Because some of the home is really old, like plaster and lath board rather than drywall, and that stuff, when you mess with that stuff at all, it can be really dirty and dusty. It used to be a coal heated house, so now I swear I saw no arrow when I walked past this.
Is once again a peaceful place.
But anyways, we didn't want to risk having any kind of coal dust blow anywhere or anything like that from the force of blowing the insulation in. So we just said screw it. So yeah, we just, at least for now, maybe if we hit the lottery, who knows, build a whole new house. But at least for right now, we're just rolling with what we've got. The portable air conditioning is working fine. I am not sweating too greatly in front of you, so it's good. Blow-in insulation is really scary in older homes unless the electrical... Yeah, exactly. See, that is one thing we at least did when we were doing all of this when we first moved in. Basically, we did like most people, right? You take out a home loan for a bit more, and you upgrade what you think, right? And we knew already coming in, quite a bit of the home was actually still, if anybody's familiar, knob and tube. I know it sounds dirty, but it's a real thing, I swear. You can Google it. Knob and tube electrical wiring. It's a thing. I'm not trolling. You can totally Google knob and tube wiring and not come up with anything dirty. I swear. It's a thing. But so we knew just because of that. If anybody is actually familiar with it, you know that it's so old it might actually disintegrate just touching it. So we did rewire. We did a new... well, actually, here's some confusion. The previous owner put in a new, huge, awesome circuit breaker, circuit box, but yet left the knob and tube in place throughout everywhere except the the new, additions. But at any rate, we fixed that. We at least got the things that needed to be done for code. We got that done. So we probably would not die in a fiery inferno, fiery death, electrical fire. But it's still a scary proposition.
I long to see the far corners of Tamriel.
Aha! That's fine. Giants. Oh, absolute. Sure. I just need a minute to think.
Hail.
Delaney, welcome. Even though apparently you have been lurking.
If we are too late,
Welcome though. Welcome to the stream. I'm
implications are unthinkable.
wanting to say this is the first time you've been here, but I don't know. Because I think Wolf was here last time,
To stop the withered hand.
and I think you might have followed him over. I am not sure. You can give me a heads up on that.
Stand back, Your Majesty.
If
I'm
it is
not
your
sure
first
how the
time
vault
here,
will
then
react.
welcome all the more.
I hope this works. It worked. Go quickly.
Either way,
I don't know how long it'll stay open.
there will be no hitting on you here. Well, I can't speak for the chatters. I cannot speak for my viewers at all. I have already learned this. But from this side of the webcam, there will be none of that. I have taken in one of your streams. I too was a lurker. I was actually only there for like 30 seconds. Seriously. 30 seconds. It was like a drive-by. It was like... meow. Because I was already watching 3 other streams. And as beast of a system, I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got under the hood. You start getting up near half a dozen streams, that many web browser tabs open, it's rough. So I just wanted to check you out, just as kind of a courtesy. I see you around. I've seen you in Wolf's channel several times, and so I just wanted to drop in, give you an actual on-air follow. I think I did. I might have followed you when you were off air. But either way, I have checked you out in a not that kind of way. I have checked you out as a fellow streamer, as a colleague and a potential friend. I have checked you out, and I believe I have followed. I'm glad you stopped by. I wish you could have stayed. I wish I could have stayed too. One of these days, I promise, it will happen. I have you set to where when you go live, I get the email. So as long as Twitch doesn't break, as has happened, I've already discussed it in this stream, where even, streamers that I watch on a regular basis, their emails just stopped coming in. For what reason, I don't know. But as long as Twitch isn't being dumb,
They've broken into the vault. Stop them.
there will come a day when I'm not already watching half a dozen other streams or streaming myself. And I will totally hang out. In fact, yes, Delaney is a streamer. And as I do not have Nightbot or even a better bot set up yet, I am just going to toss the link in there. Again, trusting that everybody here already knows about Mav and Jin and Sig. If any of you here watching now are thinking to yourself that any of those names do not sound familiar, please let me know, and I will totally stop the game to type out their links. There. Cyprex is now following. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. And I personally, I enjoy the discriminating follow. I very rarely just pop into someone's channel unless I know them from other streams, like they've been on with other streamers, or I've chatted with them a lot. I almost never just drop the follow bomb right away. So thank you for actually taking the time to check things out a little bit and being like, yes, this individual is worth following. But there is, oh crap, I'm getting killed. Back to the game, sorry. There is Delaney's link. I believe I got that right. If I got it wrong, someone let me know. But by all means, as I typed, follow her, or I will kill you repeatedly in PvP. There will be no real life killing. I'm not that kind of guy. Why are you still swinging, bruh? Come at me, ex-Kalag, whoever you are. Shit had been dead for like, did you see that? Like 30 seconds and he's still swinging at me. Look at that. Blacksmithing increased from just reading a book. I love that. Now, okay, stream is working. Now, stream is finally working. I'm assuming you're referring to my stream. Or because I know you were having issues. So, apparently for Raygun, the stream is finally working. Either that or Raygun is now streaming. One or the other, but I'm going with the first. Night Sky, indeed. Totally famous people. If you are here, and I am not joking, if you are here watching an ESO stream, a mediocre ESO stream, and you have not heard of the Mav Show, of Sigtrick, of Beer Bong Gin, of Mr. Pectacular, if you have not heard of any of these people, I seriously, I question your loyalty to ESO. I question your ESO, I don't know, your ESO-ness. If that can be a thing, I question it. You're clearly new to Twitch. You're new to Twitch. If you've been living in a cave for the last year, you are excused. Everybody else, what the hell? How could you not? Please continue. Continue to shower you with kind words, or continue to play the game. Knowing Mr. Pectacular, I believe he is probably referring to the shower of kind words. If you have not heard of Night Sky, then you just don't pay that much attention to trolls. Sorry, I'm sorry. He's gonna leave now, isn't he? Oh, you were referring to... Okay, you were referring to Delaney. Okay, yes. You're right, I'm the one who is stalking you. I see now, yes. I'm not gonna go there. I said that I would not, and I am a man of my word. Like the Joker, I am a man of my word. I will not... I was going to say... Here's what I was going to say if I had not already promised that there would be no creepy stuff from this side of the camera. I was going to say, if I were that person, but I'm not, so I'm not going to say it. But if I were going to say that, if I were that person, what I was going to say was, if Delaney were stalking me, I would tell her to please continue as well. And I'm just, but since I'm not that guy, I'm not saying that. I am quoting now. Mr. Pectacular 2015. I don't know what date this is, or I would throw that in there. It's May 2015. It's some date. 8th, 9th, 7th. Quote, Mr. Pectacular 2015. I have so many male stalkers. I'm at a loss at this point. And then he doesn't just stop there. He laughs. He throws in a ha-ha. The creeper laugh comes in. Well, I am happy for you that you can add in at least one legitimate female stalker, Mr. Pectacular. This is a good thing. But I would probably leave the rest of that knowledge you dropped on us. I would probably leave that. That would probably stay with me. If it were me, if I were you, that would probably stay right here. That would be close to the vest. It would not come out. It would not make an appearance. Night sky. Again, 50-50. 50-50 chance that that's a troll, but the way Yahu speaks, it's just too wise. I don't know. I don't know about all of that. I think it's a slight, and I don't do it on purpose, I think it's a mix, it's a cross between the William Shatner, aka Captain Kirk, dramatic pause, not as dramatic, my God, we'd be here, it'd take me an hour to get one sentence out if I went full Shat. If I went full Shat, we'd be here a long time. So it's not that. It's not that. It's not full Shatner. But I think it's somewhere. It's in there. It's related. But it's kind of like a cross between the dramatic pause, the dramatic Shat. I don't know. The dramatic pause of William Shatner. It's somewhere, it's a cross between that and there are times, like right now, excuse me, and drinking lots, because the throat and the chest is still a little bit of a thing. And I'm totally stealing that off of Mr. Pectacular too, right? Like he's sitting there right now like, I did that first. I coughed up a lung on stream first, totally. Thank you for the host, Wolf. And I'm going to call you Wolf because I have heard your name pronounced two different ways. I have heard it Istanwolf, and I have heard it Eastenwolf. To me, it is Istanbul, so it would be Istanwolf. So it's kind of like almost in the middle. It's not Eastenwolf, it's not Istanwolf, it's somewhere in between. Perhaps you can shed some light. I do not know how you will properly pronounce it, when typing it. But if it is possible, maybe put a bunch of E's. If it's Easton Wolf, and then maybe just say nothing if I'm right and it's Easton Wolf. If it's halfway in between, if it's the middle thing, it's probably just going to be Easton Wolf for me, because it's Easton Wolf. Okay. Easton Wolf it is. So then I will say, thank you for the host, Easton Wolf. And from now on, the once a month stream, the mediocrity that is Yahoo's Reviews.com. The once a month stream that is Yahoo's Reviews. I will totally call you Easton Wolf, because I know you're going to be here every time. You're going to be here. You're going to be lively in chat. You're going to be hosting. You'll be hyping it up, causing a ruckus, and I will totally call you Easton Wolf from now on.
You are not aligned with them, are you?
Mr. Pectacular says, always going to be Omega to me. I'm not sure what that even means. I call him Stan. Raygun bypasses everything and just goes to Stan. And I do apologize if it grates on you slightly that it is said wrong, because I know, for example, you know, I'm like that much Italian, but people that I know that are much closer to full-blooded, when they hear Italian dressing at the restaurant, give me some Italian dressing. Let's just say it's bad. It's Italy. Therefore, it is Italian dressing. And I've always said it that way. I try to properly enunciate. But I know how grating, you know, Italian dressing can be to many. So I'm sure that, you know, Istanbul it might be a thing. I don't know. Maybe you don't give a crap. But I'm just assuming here that when it's your actual, you know, country, your place of birth, your place of origin, or just simply where you're living at the time, I assume it's a bit annoying. So I apologize if I have annoyed or offended you. Okay. And we're not getting out the door. And I don't know why I'm spamming inner light, by the way. I think I meant to do that. I'm going to go with I meant to do that. I was totally meaning to drop my AoE elemental ring. But buttons o'plenty happened. Buttons o'plenty. I can tell you right now, I actually have all 12 bound, and for those who aren't completely familiar with the G600, this right here is actually a third finger button, and it's actually a shift. So if I hold that guy down, these 12, which are already 12 too many, become 12 completely new buttons. So I technically have 24 over here. One thumb, 24 buttons. I couldn't tell you. Beyond about 6, I couldn't tell you what any of these are even bound to. I cannot tell you what 7 through 12 are even bound to right now. 1 through 6, obviously 1 through 5 are my 5 abilities, and then 6 is my ultimate. I took it off the keyboard, I put it on here too. So 1 through 6, I'm still messing up, because it is, you know, amateur hour. But in my mind, at least, I have 1 through 6 fairly well down. The rest of this, I couldn't even, I don't know what the shit these ones do. I think one of them is another kind of toggle. I think this thing actually has 3 different modes you can put it in. I don't even know. I stopped reading at that point. Because instructions. I don't go there. So all with your thumb. It is a special thumb. I used to end all of my I'm not even going to tell you the project because I don't want you to go watch this cheesy shit. But a previous project, we're probably talking 15 years ago, at least 10. Reaching back on YouTube. I used to do projects. I'm not even going to tell you what the subject matter it was. It wasn't anything dirty or funky. It was good stuff. But I sucked at it. I still suck, but I suck less now, I think. But I used to end. They were tutorials, I'll give you that much. And I used to end all of them with a thumbs up to the camera. And I'll just move on from there. So this is actually a famous thumb. You didn't know that. In all of its deformed glory. They're actually starting to like twist as they go out. I think before long my fingernails are going to be like on the side of my fingers. That's a thing. Button number 96 equals friend zone for Peck. But he would still be safe. Well, first of all, Peck is in the friend zone. Let us... I hope you're referring to Delaney friend zoning Peck. Because if you're talking about me or you, Wolfie, Pex should already have been in the friend zone. But that's okay. I mean, you know, I have told, this should probably not make stream, but I have told, I have actually typed it in guild chat. I'm going to directly quote and embarrass myself. This was just a couple days ago. I typed in the Nugget Nation guild chat to Deltia himself. I told him, we were talking, and I don't remember what we were even talking about, but Mav came up. And I told him, I said, you know, I typed it out, I said, no joke, I love Mav. Not in a creeper way, I have no van or candy, but I love Mav, legitimately, like. And he wrote back and he said, I can see that. She's a very kind person. And exactly, any of us who have watched Mav, she might be in real life. But at least on stream, she's everybody's sweetheart, right? I mean, it doesn't get... Eloa Wendy might be the only other person in the ESO universe that is more, you know, kind-hearted than Mav, the Mav show, right? I'm not making shit up. You guys already know this. You're just all nodding in agreement. But after Deltia said that, I don't know what came over me, but I totally came back with, but my love for you, Deltia, is totally in a creeper way. I do know where you live, and I am coming there with a van full of candy. End quote. To which Deltia replied back, hashtag no homo. Which is a thing, by the way. If anybody here is of the homosexual persuasion, that is not anything to leave or unsubscribe or unfollow from. I don't care what you are or what you do. I'm cool with it. I got my thing, you got your thing. That is a thing that Mav and Deltia throw back between each other. And they are, you know, male and female, and they are no homoing, hashtag no homoing each other. It's just a thing that they do. That's why he did it. You don't have to unfollow Deltia or myself. It's just a thing. But yes, I could see you unfollowing me for what I said, and I would understand. Draven says, I don't know. I'm sure Mav would love a van full of candy. I almost got through it with a straight face. I'm sure Mav would love. I'm sure Mav would love a van full of candy. Perhaps not without the potential creeper. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I love Mav in a different way. Mav is my baby sister. I watch out for her, I protect her. If anybody were to give Mav shit, they would totally have to deal with me. I would find where you live, I would drive to your house, and the van wouldn't be full of candy. There'd be baseball bats and large individuals. Know this. Baby sister, that's right. And ray gun, I don't know. This might be a thing, because I know that she's like this with Mav. She's on her way, I think. If she stops trolling me about my stream cutting out, and just enjoys and laughs and has fun, I could see her being adoptive, you know, baby sister number 2. Oh wait, I think it would be number 3, because everybody knows Beer Bong Jin was already my number 1 baby sister. Wait, no, that's not. No, Beer Bong, no. No, Beer Bong is a man. A bearded man. So that's not, in fact, true. I believe you might be correct, Draven. That is no... She strikes me as that kind. Kind almost to a fault. But if you cross her, you are going to get, quote, a kick somewhere in the naughty bits. Have you seen her headshotting her own teammates in GTA 5? Sigtrick. Sigtrick can preach it. He's not even doing anything. He's standing there, Or he's driving a getaway car. He's coming to pick her ass up. He's helping her. Boom, headshot. Sig's dead. Why? Beats the shit out of me. I don't know. Just because. It's funny to Mav. Apparently. So obviously Sig did something at some point. He pissed her off at some point. I refuse to believe that it's just because. It's not just because. He did something. He said something. I don't know. He didn't properly mod her channel. He gave somebody too many points. Didn't give enough points. Oh, excuse me, Bethany Bucks. I don't know. But something happened.
That took longer, though.
And now he is totally eating bullets at every turn. So I can absolutely see there would be.
Rumors will spread about the... Of course it will.
There's a mean streak in there. Maybe it's like the Incredible Hulk, the Incredible Mav. You know, you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. The other day she ran over Sig and then backed over him again. See, I was cutting in and out the last couple streams. The sleep deprivation has been real. And even though I would have thought previously that it was impossible to start to fall asleep in one of their streams, as entertaining as they are, I was hurting, and I actually started, doing the thing, and I checked out. In fact, last night I even said goodbye, which is totally a dick move. I apologize, but I barely had enough strength to close down the PC, so it happened. I apologize. But yeah, the point to that ramble was I don't think I saw that. I don't think I saw her ran over and then backed over him again. There are some things that happen that you can say were an accident. That's not one of them. At the point that you actually, find reverse on the gear shift and floor that puppy to go back for a second pass, it's not a mistake. It's not a, oops, I have bad brakes. Alright, once again, I am not seeing the marker on the actual map, but I am seeing it on the compass. So we will head in that general direction. They shouldn't have been on that part of the sidewalk. Draven says that he actually did that during his actual driver's test. I am going to assume that test was a fail. Stranger stuff has happened, but I will go out on a limb and say you were retaking that test. But that is an interesting attitude to have, that they were, they shouldn't have been on that part of the sidewalk. I don't know. Where I come from, pedestrians have the right of way, but...
Stay back, Wanderer.
You are welcome to our camp, but our chief is not entertaining guests. Like so many of our warriors, he has been poisoned. Only his daughter...
We all know Draven paid to get the cart. That's probably true, Knights guy. I don't know. We're telling all kinds of tales tonight, so I'll throw this one out there. When I took my driver's test, you know, back when we were still driving dinosaurs, because Yahu's old. When I took my driver's test, I had two things going against me. Number one, I was in a vehicle that I had literally never driven before. And number two, it had just had new brake pads put on that very morning. Some of you will already know what this means. But for those of you who don't, I will enlighten you. I nearly put myself and the instructor through the windshield several times. I still passed that shit. I don't know how. At one point when I was doing the thing, and I guess not all driver's tests are the same, but they made me kind of pull into a stall made out of like orange barrels and cones, and then you had to do like the 3-point turn kind of thing. You only got 2 backups, and on the second one I clamped up the brakes a little too hard, and the instructor actually had to get out. They didn't believe that I hadn't hit the barrel. So I am not unfamiliar with mishaps with driver's tests. Yahu ain't perfect. I know you come here and you watch my stream and you see me press H to mount my horse instead of M to look at my map. And you think to yourself, this guy is the shit. He is, you know, he can do no wrong. But I'm just letting you know. I'm not perfect. I am flesh and blood, just as you. Once again, I am seeing no map marker. Maybe we're finally done. That is what it is. We are finally done. Well, not really. But we're done. I don't have any more quests. And actually, as it is close to midnight, or midnight, yeah, it's close to midnight. It is close to 1 a.m. here. It is 12:52 and 32 seconds, which means I have been officially almost streaming 3 hours. And I can tell because this iced tea is darn near empty. I'm feeling a little hungry, and my throat is finally very dry. So what we are going to do is we are going to find someone to host. I don't know who, but they probably will be playing ESO. So I'm going to tab out. I'm going to steal someone else's thing. I think this is a pink latex thing. I don't know for sure. I've seen others do it. What we're going to do, you know what? We're not going to dance. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a load off. Yahu is going to join in, sitting and enjoying the stream, as with all of you. / sit chair, totally totes. Before we go, I'm going to actually do a little Q&A. I already asked what you thought of the audio, and to my shock, I apparently actually did it right and didn't screw up in filtering out the of my air conditioner. So that one's already down. That was my first test thing. The next thing I'm going to ask is, what do you guys think of the new overlay? Some of you haven't been here, so it's not even a new overlay to you. It is just my overlay. But my previous one was very different. And it covered up my abilities bar. My abilities and quick slot bar that I have down there at the bottom. My old one covered it over. And a friend who is a big-time streamer checked out one of my replays and said, I like what you do. You have a good tone, and I enjoyed the show. But, particularly in ESO, people want to see your buttons. They want to see your bars. They want to see what you're doing. Whether you're good or bad. They want, if you suck and you're just spamming one button over and over again, they want to see that so they can laugh. If you're awesome and you're bar swapping like mad, they want to see that. They want to see what's on your bar, you know, so they can kind of get a feel for what your build is. They want to see that. So I deliberately kind of dropped the middle part in. I wanted to give some love to the donators, so that will be a scroll that you see now. Even though I'm a little light right now, that's fine. That's fine. If nobody ever donates, that's fine. We're just here to hang out. But to me, that is a special thing. If someone is willing to give me their hard-earned money, I don't care if it's 50 cents. 50 cents? No? I don't care if it's 50 cents. That's, you know, that deserves recognition. So, you know, as long as it works, that's going to be a scroll. I've also personally found that Twitter is probably the best way to get stuff out there as far as Twitch streaming. I've got Facebook and all of the others, but Twitter just seems to dominate. It seems like if you put anything in the world out there on Twitter, within seconds, people are sitting there in your channel. So I want to push Twitter to the front, so you will always see the follow at Yahu's Reviews. If any of you are on Twitter and not following, by all means, that is a good thing to do. Follow Yahu's Reviews, because I put out a message on there personally before I begin a stream, and I believe I also have it set up to where Twitch does it for me as well when the stream actually goes live. But again, sometimes that doesn't work. So following on Twitch is always good, or on, well, following on Twitch is always good as well, but following on Twitter is also good. Exactly, Togra. Yes. First of all, you say it looks clean, which is good. That is what I was going for. Secondly, reminds you of the old NES console, which is exactly what I was going for. If you notice, my cam, Yahu cam, as it used to be called, is actually in one of the old cartridges, the original NES cartridges. That's what that is. I am your game. You are firing up the NES. You are firing up Yahu. You are playing Yahu on NES. That is totally what I was going for. That is the entire scheme of my website, yahusreviews.com, and the whole deal. It used to be more understated. This time I said, screw it. Don't care if I get sued. Nintendo of America, come at me. No, please don't. Really don't come at me. Please don't come at me. I swear I've left it still ambiguous enough that I should prevent being sued. And if so, this is it. I love it. I mean, I'm not saying it won't evolve into something different, but originally when yahusreviews.com started, I was going to be doing much more. ESO was only going to be 1 in a million. And it has very much changed. Obviously I'm doing ESO pretty much exclusively now, so Things might change, I don't know, but I am still a huge old school gamer fan, so for now that's it. Let me check here on what we have going. Let's see who's online. Wouldn't it be great if Sig or Beer Bong or Pex or somebody took the hint and jumped on to stream right now at 1 a.m. Not sure that's going to happen, but I do see it looks like Hero of None is on right now. There's actually quite a few. Well, not a huge amount, but they're my screen kind of froze there for a second. Still scrolling, still scrolling. You know what? Red Hot is on, and I really like him. So, I like most all of these, really. I mean, I really like Hero of None. His webcam, or lack thereof, is awesome. But I think since Red Hot, since Red just started, really, right? I mean, Red just started. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with him, but that would actually be an excellent reason to raid him. So let's do that. And again, I don't have anything actually set up. I don't have my caster's stuff or anything set up yet. I apologize. But, so for right now, this is the best I can do. There's the link. There's who we're going to. And I will hang out there for a while. I need to take a little break. I need to grab a little snack. And take my pants off. Can we say that here? Hell yes, we can say that here. Truthfully, my pants have already been off. My pants have been off this whole time. I am in underwear. Boxer briefs. Wrap your mind around that. Drink it in. So we are going to go and raid, and we're going to hit him hard. We are going to hit him hard. I want everybody to type Yahu raid. I have no emotes, I have no cool, but I want him to know that I am totally bombing him with all 12 of my viewers, or whatever it is we even have. Yes, I believe 12, which is good. I thank every last one of you, all 12 of you. Every last one of you, all 12, could have been doing something else, and you decided to hang out, and you're still here. So thank you so much, as my voice is getting more and more, it's cutting out more. So Yahu raid over in Red's channel, totally incoming, and by all means, as I mentioned, I don't just immediately follow either. So if any of you are unfamiliar with him and maybe aren't following, it's cool if you wait a bit. But by all means, I do think you'll like what you see. His mic tends to be a little low sometimes, so you might want to pass that on. If it is tonight, but yeah. So anyways, it has been wonderful hanging out. We're gonna hit Red. I hope to do this again this coming week. This is Saturday. I hope to actually do it before next Saturday. So keep your eyes peeled. It will probably be more of the same, though. The going back and doing things that I skipped over in my level grind. So, not the most exciting, but we hang out, we have fun anyways. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This has been JR, aka the Chief Yahu, at yahusreviews.com, and I am signing off. Maybe. OBS is broken. I cannot raise it at this time. It is buried under my web browser. Alright, now we are ending.